Hey y'all, welcome to another vlog, Living Life with your girl, Stae Hall.
I always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch. I'm always pouring out my heart, no little by little here. I'm always pushing things too far. 2-5.
Hey y'all, welcome to another vlog, Living Life with your girl, Stae Hall. If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited that you decided to join us today. And since you're here, if you would please consider just hitting that subscribe button so that you can become a permanent part of the family that we call the Lifer Tribe. And to my returning Lifer Tribe menus, y'all ain't menus, y'all are members. To my returning Lifer Tribe members, welcome back. Y'all know I love you to bits and pieces. So I am starting what I think is going to be a weekly vlog, and I just got a little bit of a grocery order delivered, and it was really like a little bit. We decided to do sandwiches tonight, and so I just ordered the stuff for the sandwiches, but there was one thing I wanted to show y'all. Like, it wasn't a grocery haul, so I put everything away. We ate all that jazz, but I was like, no, I got to tell my people about this. This is Smoked House Burnt Ends Dip, Market Side, which is the Walmart brand. And y'all, this is a snack game changer. I mean, actually a meal game changer, because you can just sit and eat it and fill up for a meal. And it goes well with these, oh, okay. I hate when they put the stickers on top of stuff and you can't see it. But it goes well with these Stone Fire non-bread dippers. Delicious. The bread is so fluffy and light. And this dip, I am not really a smoked meat girl, but this just has the... Why are you back there laughing, husband? What's so funny? My camera guy gets tickled with himself. So y'all, however the zoom is zooming, that's my camera dude. So I don't know what he's doing, but he is tickled. So I guess I will see in edits whether I'm going to be tickled as well. But y'all, it has like a smoky taste, but it's not overwhelming. I mean, it's just seasoned to perfection. My girl Samantha turned me on to this. She brought it over to the house when she and her husband came over for Memorial Day. And she was like, girl, I wanted to bring this to share with y'all because I was hungry one evening, but, you know, not trying to cook a whole meal and whatever. It was late. And I stopped by the store and got this dip. And she said, and Vince and I almost went, and Vince is her husband. I think I already said that. Almost went through a whole container in one setting, and she never lied. And the good thing about this too is it's versatile as far as it tastes good cold, it tastes good room temperature, it tastes good heated in the microwave. I think my husband, babe, did you use it with regular chips?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wallace used it with potato chips. It's good with this non-bread. I could see using this in a multitude of different ways. It would probably be good on a bagel. Y'all, Market Side Smokehouse Burnt Ends Dip, and it says made with cream cheese, smoked beef brisket, brown sugar, green onions, and barbecue spices. It's lit. So I wanted to tell y'all about that. But the other thing that I wanted to share with y'all, still staying in the same food vein, is your girl decided to try HelloFresh. So I got my first delivery today. Wallace and I, like you know, are new empty nesters, and we're just trying to figure out this grocery thing, because I have always had a house full of people to cook for. And it has been really difficult for me to scale back to where I'm only cooking for the two of us without us wasting a lot of food. And then when I try to do the really small meals, like just, okay, one chicken breast, one whatever, you know, just like a plate of food each, and there's nothing left. Then if we get hungry later, like we never have any leftovers. So we were trying to figure out what we could do that would be cost effective so we're not wasting a lot of food, but I could still cook. At one point we had tried Factor. I think I shared that with y'all, the pre-packaged meals, and they were just okay. We didn't love them, and I never got to cook. They were fresh, and I think they came, yeah, they did not come frozen. They came refrigerated, not frozen, but we would freeze them, and it just felt like we were eating TV dinners. And I know some of y'all might be too young to know what TV dinners are, but just like the processed frozen meal, even though they were frozen fresh, but whatever, we just weren't happy with that, and I never got to cook. So we decided to try Hello Fresh. So this is our first box. It was just delivered today, and so I figured I would unbox it with y'all because I've never unboxed a Hello Fresh box before, so I'm excited about this. So this way we get to cook but not have a bunch of waste, and we got to pick our meal plan to kind of keep us in the healthier, you know, eating too, where, you know, sometimes when I'm doing the cooking from scratch myself, I get a taste for certain stuff. So I'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and make us that big old cheesy lasagna tonight, or I'm gonna fry that chicken today. And so this will keep us a little bit more on track with that as well. So we got the handy dandy carpet cutter, or box knife, whatever. Carpet cutter. Did that date me too?
Yeah, it did. Careful there.
Huh?
I said be careful.
Oh, look at you being all sweet, not wanting me to shank myself. So let's see. All right, so, and y'all don't be judging my nails because you heard in last vlog, I'm holding on. Mind your business. We might get them done before the end of this vlog. But anyway, I just realized I'm up here, you know, doing my Vanna White and whatever. So it looks like the first thing you get, speaking of Vanna White, are your cards to tell you what you have. So the first recipe is for a sweet chili pork bowl, and so it looks like it tells you what the ingredients are you're going to need, gives you a picture of what it should look like when it's done, and then on the back of the card it looks like it gives you step-by-step cooking instructions. So that is pretty cool. It looks really pretty. And I didn't actually choose our meals for this box, but you can customize, but I didn't. So this is a 1-pan cheeseburger lettuce wrap. That looks pretty good too, y'all. All right. And then, I think we did 5 meals. This is meatloaves with creamy mushroom sauce plus green beans and garlic mashed potatoes. Oh, this looks different. Crispy Parmesan chicken with garlic scallion couscous and lemony roasted carrots. That looks good. That sounds good to you, babe?
Sounds good. Chicken parm.
It did not say anything about chicken parm. Oh, creamy Parmesan chicken. They just tried to... You're smart. Look, it doesn't say anything about chicken parm. It said Parmesan chicken. And then this one is pork sausage. Pork sausage cavatappi bolognese with roasted zucchini and parmesan.
What is it again now?
It's pork sausage cavatappi. Well, how do you say it, babe? You don't know. But anyway, so, and another reason why I decided not to choose, because it gets you outside of your comfort zone, so you're just not picking stuff that you would normally eat. Because I want the full experience, the full HelloFresh experience. I'm going to do like this other girl that I saw here. HelloFresh, sponsor me, even though this is my first box. Sponsor me. Let's see. So HelloFresh, thanks for being a part of the Fresh fam. Oh, that's cute. Tell us how you liked your, because this is considered my sample because it's the first one. So I think I got like 50% off. I think we did 5 days, 2 meals. Not 2 meals a day, but for 2 people. 2 people, 5 days. And this box was only $48 because of the introductory little rate. I had a coupon code or whatever. But I think moving forward for the same amount of food is going to be like $110 a week. So that's not bad. That's about a grocery meal and a lot cheaper than going out to eat. And I think with that too, which is weird, We eat out a lot these days, and so I think this may keep us from eating out so much as well, because not like we're not paying for our regular groceries, but groceries just don't hit the same, because it's just like, that's regular, like you're gonna have groceries. But when you're actually paying a subscription, I think it may be a little more difficult for us to waste the food. What you think, babe?
Yep, I agree.
Be like, we got that Hello Fresh subscription, we ain't gonna be eating out. So anyway,
Definitely save money that way, man.
yeah, just trying to do what we need to do. So this is a little survey QR code, and then this is like share with a friend and get a free box and $15 off their second and third box, whatever. So that's that for that. And so let's get into it. Uh-oh. We got a polar seltzer in here. So I guess this is something they just threw in, or maybe you use this for a part of one of the recipes. I don't know. I don't remember seeing that. Welcome to America's #1 meal kit. So that's this little informational thing. Oh, and it looks like your food is...
Sack lunch?
No, it's not a sack lunch. Pork sausage for the bolognese. Opt for chicken stir. I don't know. So, yeah, so it looks like everything is labeled in these little bags. So this is the pork in here, I guess. And then this is sweet chili pork bowls. Oh, opt for beef for turkey. So I guess you could have switched out. Okay. Okay, Hello Fresh. So they actually pack it like you got it from the butcher or the grocery store. Meatloaves with creamy mushroom sauce. And then here, I guess it has like your expiration date for this bag, and or when it was packed, it looks like, and a little QR code. So I don't know what these QR codes do. We'll just spell it out. Let's see what a QR code takes you. Really do. Let's see. Take the stress out. Oh, okay. So it just takes you to the HelloFresh app or website or whatever. I thought it might tell you about what was in the bag. But anyway. Oh, and y'all, scratch everything I said. The meats aren't actually in there. That's just telling you. Okay, so these are, I guess, your regular parts of your, or not regular, but the other parts of your meal, the ingredients. I'm getting so tongue-tied. Y'all know what I mean. But the meats are actually in here under ice. So this
nice.
is the chicken cutlet. Yeah.
You gotta cook that?
Yeah, that's what... Look who wasn't paying attention. That's what I was telling you. That way we could, remember I said we could cook together?
Oh, okay, cool, cool.
He admitted today when we were talking earlier, and I said something to him.
I thought it came apart. We just had to put it together,
I did not say so that way we can build a meal or put it together. I said that way we can still cook together.
You're right, babe.
But we're getting it portioned. But he admitted today we were talking about something else. And I said, babe, no, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, sometimes I be listening, but not really listening.
That's not what I was referring to.
What else could you be referring to? But anyway. So, yes, babe, we got to cook it together. So, this is the ground beef. And it's all really cold. And this was delivered, 2 hours ago?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet Italian sausage. Ground pork. So your meats come cold, and then in these bags, like this says crispy Parmesan chicken on here, but the chicken's not on here. But you'll know, grab this bag, all the rest of your ingredients for that meal, I guess, are in here. So, I'm picking it up. I might be a little slow picking it up, but I'm picking it up. Okay. I was trying to see if they had an expiration date. All right, I'm going to try another QR code. They probably all take you to the site, but we won't see. Okay, so that wasn't right. That took me to a lounge conference side chair. How is that even possible? Let's see. No, y'all. Why is it taking me to lounge chairs? I have no idea, and it happened twice. So anyway, I don't know. Let me try another meat. That's crazy. This one isn't even working. So I don't know. I think they just put QR codes on here for the heck of it. I have no idea. But what I was really trying to find out is the expiration date on the meat. So I don't know. But the meats come packaged separately, and then you have your ice packs in here. And like I said, everything is really, really cold. So I am super excited. I'm going to put these groceries away, and yeah, I'm excited to get started with this. I've heard so much about HelloFresh, and I've seen other vloggers preparing the meals, and I'm like, why not give it a try? And the thing is, you can cancel at any time, so it's not like you have a year subscription or a 6-month subscription and you don't have to, and you can't cancel, you know, so you don't lose anything except maybe a week of food you didn't like, which that can happen anytime. Y'all, I am getting bit. A mosquito got in our house. I love the spring and summer. Like, that is my favorite, except for like the Christmas holiday time of the winter and my birthday, of course. But other than that, like, my favorite times of year are spring and summer, except for the daggone bugs. And I am a mosquito magnet. Like, I've probably gotten bit, and I'm sure we only have one mosquito in here, but it is evidently staying by me. I've probably gotten bit like 4 times since I've been talking to y'all. But anyway, I digress. I'm looking forward to HelloFresh. Seems to be very fresh. I'm not mad at the packaging. Seems like they did a good job. The only thing, like I said, that I'm feeling some kind of way about is not having a clear expiration date on this stuff. I'm going to assume that it's good for the week because they give it to you for the week. I'm going to look at the stuff that they put in here a little more detailed to see if they have a suggestion, because I don't want to be freezing food if I don't have to, but I also don't want food to go bad. So anyway, y'all, that's that. And then I wanted to talk about this dress, because I know y'all probably talking about me because I had this on in the last vlog. Don't be laughing at me. I have fallen in love with this dress for 3 reasons. Number 1, I found it at Burlington Coat Factory, and yes, y'all, they do still have a Burlington Coat Factory. As a matter of fact, the one closest to us is only a couple of years old, and I do run in there every once in a blue moon, because what they always have and never disappoint are fantastic muumuus for a great price. So you heard it here first. If you're looking for your house dress, your muumuu, Burlington Coat Factory, you can get it for about $15 or less. I've got one in there for as cheap as $9.99, so I'm just saying. But I was in there and I found this dress for $15, I think. And it is made by The Gap, because you know Burlington Coat Factory, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, all those stores, you can find stuff from all different stores and clothing lines or whatever in there. It's just a hodgepodge. So this is a denim dress by The Gap, super comfortable, like 15 bucks, and it's a size small. Hey, I ain't say I was a size small, but anytime I can get a size small on me, of course it's gonna be my favorite. And it has pockets. So I don't know how many reasons I told y'all that I like this dress. I think I said 3, but it's more like 5. But yeah, so y'all will probably be seeing this a lot this summer. But anyway, y'all, I'm acting so silly. I'm very, very tired as well. But I'm going to put this stuff away, and I'll pick y'all back up sometime tomorrow. I don't know. We're going to see what we're going to do. But right now, I'm going to put these groceries away, put them away and stop rambling. I hate that. Good morning and happy Monday, y'all. I'm getting ready to go upstairs and work out, and I was just about to get my water together and everything for the morning. Just finished listening to my morning affirmations, and when I came out to the kitchen to prepare my water, get my apple cider vinegar and all that, I saw the remnants of a little project I did last night, and I'm like, you know what? This was a genius idea. Again, y'all may have already been doing this for years and years and years, but your girl just figured it out yesterday. So I wanted to show y'all what I've come up with before I cleaned up and put all of this stuff in the recycling bin. So let me show y'all what I did. So y'all know I am a Bath and Body Works candle girl, and I'm getting ready to buy some new ones, but I had a ton that were burnt, like down to, you know, where you couldn't even light them anymore. So usually I just throw them away. But yesterday I was like, you know what, my husband has this little warmer thing and he uses it in his office and you don't have to light the candle. So we were like, why not put these almost empty ones, which we already did these, on the warmer, melt the wax down, and then pour all the wax from the leftover ones into one candle holder, and then we can use that one. And it looks kind of messy because I started messing with it before it was all solid. But yeah, so all of these candles were just about burned down, but you see they are clean, clean, clean now. Clean. So we melted down what was left, and we were just going to try to make another candle. We had even ordered some wicks, but then we thought about it, was like, we don't need to go through all that. We'll just use this warmer that he usually keeps in his office, and I can't imagine the candle won't smell great because we love all of these candles. And so I don't know if all the scents are just going to be mixed together or if it's going to melt and we're going to smell it in the layers because we did layer them. But I just thought that that was a neat idea. And so now this one is on here and it'll melt down. So then that way it won't be all ugly on top. It'll get smooth and not be all lumpy and bumpy. But yeah, y'all, look, clean. Clean, clean, clean. Not a hint of fragrance or scent will be wasted. So now I'm going to put this stuff in the recycling bin. But we have a brand new fragrance. I just thought that was genius. So let me know what y'all think. Have you ever done this? Am I late to the party? I don't know. But I thought it was a good idea. And if you've never done it, let me know if you're thinking about trying it or if you think it's just crazy. I just don't like to waste. I really don't like to waste. And especially as much as I shop and stuff, I have to make it make sense. So, y'all want to say good morning to Lux? Lux, say good morning to the Life for Tribe. Lux don't want to listen lately. He was doing so good in his puppy classes. Now, he acting like he don't know what stuff means. Sit. Good boy. Stay. Stay. Let's see, y'all. Done. Come, Lux. Yeah, see, y'all nephew's acting up. He really trying to act like he just do whatever he want to do. But yeah, I'll pick y'all up in a minute. So we had a really good home workout. I'm so glad that we decided to just build that little gym room and not be worried about going to the gym and paying that money, like, even though we did it for a long time, but live and learn. But anyway, we had a good workout together, and now we are headed to Smoothie King real quick. I heard that Smoothie King now has these new acai bowls, or acai bowls, however you say it. But I think they're really smoothie bowls. Actually, that's what they call them, but it's supposed to be like the acai bowls. So we're going to go try one of those. I think, are you getting a bowl or are you just getting a smoothie?
I'm probably getting a smoothie.
So Wallace is going to get a smoothie. He goes there quite often. I never go to Smoothie King, but we were watching some videos about great things to eat in Oahu, Hawaii, because we're going to be going back there in about, 10 days, 12 days, something like that. We just went in March and loved it, so we're going back, but we were just looking at some videos and they were eating those bowls, and I'm sure this will be nothing like what you get in Hawaii. I don't know if y'all have ever been to Hawaii, but one thing I know I slept on in Hawaii is the food in Hawaii. It is so good, so different, so diverse. But anyway, yeah, so we've just been watching videos, just trying to prepare for the trip and know what places to go to and things to try. But seeing that video made me want to go try one of these smoothie bowls, so we are headed to Smoothie King. Okay, I want to try one of your smoothie bowls, but which one would you say, or do you know which one has the most protein, if any?
Oh, so none of the bowls have no protein, and you can't add protein to them.
Okay, well, let me try the PB Swizzle and add protein.
You said add what to it, sorry?
Add protein.
Oh, we can't add protein to
Oh, you said you can't. I'm sorry, I thought you said you had to.
You're good, yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, I just want to go ahead and try the PB Swizzle.
Swizzle? Alright, anything else?
Let me get the, I mean, I knew what it was when I first came up here. Give me just a second. Oh, I'm sorry. Give me the 32-ounce strawberry pineapple.
The metabolism boost?
Yeah, metabolism boost strawberry pineapple.
Alright, we said 32. Alright, anything else?
That'd be it.
Alright, that's it for some dough.
There's a smoothie. Let me get your bowl. Y'all need napkins or anything, bro?
Need napkins?
Yes, napkins, please. Oh, I'm grabbing the wrong one.
You said no, she said yes.
I know.
I know.
Thanks, man.
Y'all take it easy.
You too.
You too. Oh, that looks good, man. Looks pretty good, y'all. We gonna see. Yeah, I'm watching this dude on TikTok. He be grooming dogs. He is a vet, not a veterinarian, but a veteran. And he has a grooming business. What's it called? The Gun Show Groomer or whatever. And I love watching him on TikTok. He goes live every day, but people are always going in on him talking about, you're too rough with the dog is shivering, you need to dry the dog off. And he'd be like, look, if you don't like the way I'm grooming these dogs, just keep scrolling. But a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, you do such a good job, I wish I could bring my dog to you. He's in Oklahoma, but he's just funny to me because he goes in on the people, like, not real bad, but he's always like, what am I supposed to do about the dog shivering? I'm trying to wash the dog. When I'm done washing the dog, I'll dry the dog. And then, of course, like, this dog he's doing is enjoying his bath. But sometimes he has dogs that are just having a fit. But he's like, there's nothing I can do. The dog has to get a bath. But people are so funny. They come on social media just to say negative stuff. But he's fun. I like watching him. All right, y'all, so we're going to get into this acai bowl. It looks good, though. Bananas, blueberries. I'm knocking everything around trying to show y'all. But it looks good. So we shall see how it tastes, but I'm excited about it. Go Smoothie King. And Smoothie King is literally like a minute from my house. It's new Smoothie King. I don't even think it's been there a year yet. So if this is good, then I can continue to go because it's very convenient. We can actually stop like on our walks. And we've decided what we're going to do is work in the home gym with weights and the bike and stuff on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then do our outside like walks and bike rides on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday or Sunday. Pick one day because we're going to take one day off. But yeah, so let's see. This has bananas, strawberries, a peanut butter drizzle, blueberries, some granola. So let's see. It tastes very dessert. Definitely doesn't taste super healthy. Like, I know it's healthy because of the fruit, and peanut butter is good for you too, but let me put it this way. It's definitely not low calorie. Which I knew. But okay. Super cold. I like it though. I would get it again. Let me try banana. Banana and peanut butter are so good. I cannot remember the last time I've had banana or peanut butter. Because I'm always shying away from stuff because calories, you know, and that's starting to get old. So I'm just going to try to do more portion control, get my exercise in, but I'm enjoying my life because there's so many things that I used to love to eat that I just don't anymore ever because I don't want to gain weight. I'm too old for that. That's good. I wish I could have added the protein, but whatever. It's good, y'all. Hey, y'all. So I have some exciting news. This is just later in the day. I think I showed y'all my acai bowl and all that. Which, okay, let me tell y'all about that acai bowl because I think when I was on camera with y'all, I was kind of fronting like, okay, it's good, it's good. It's like, girl, I couldn't stop eating that thing. I finally got full because it was huge, but my plan was like, okay, I'm just going to eat half of this, put it away. I had to force myself to stop and ended up giving the rest of it to the baby boy because it was that good. And yeah, I didn't know it was going to be hitting like that. So I definitely cannot wait to get to Hawaii and get one fresh. I mean, not that that wasn't fresh, but they seem to be all the rave in Hawaii. So I cannot wait. Man, why didn't y'all tell me about those things? Well, I guess y'all did, but I just never was interested. So now I have to get on YouTube and find some recipes on how to make them at home because who's not about to be paying $10, $15 a day for an acai bowl is your girl. But that thing was delicious, and the peanut butter and the bananas with that, it was good. So if you have a, I gotta say Steak and Shake, babe. What's the name of the place?
Smoothie King.
Smoothie King. Near you, it's definitely worth trying them. And like I said, they call them smoothie bowls, and they have the ones with the acai base, but then they have a different base too, and I can't remember the name of that base, but I can speak for that peanut butter drizzle one I had. Delicious. Loved it, especially for my first one. Loved it. So, other update, and y'all should be happy to know and see, I got my nails done today, like, kind of. I decided that instead of getting my nails done with the dip again today, I would just go get a really, really good, thorough manicure and take the dip polish off and just kind of let my nails breathe for a little while. Like I said, I'm kind of in between things and really didn't feel like having to go get my nails done and pay for my nails back to back within 7 days or so anyway. But when I thought about it and I got there, I'm like, you know what, this would be a perfect time just to let them breathe because I don't have a lot going on. And if I might say so myself, I have pretty good hands, pretty good nails. I mean, it's not, I'm not a nail biter. I always wear my natural nails. I just get like the dip polish just so the polish will last longer. See, now that's my husband like my sister was. Y'all saw in the last vlog, my sister was in the back unwrapping a snack like she in church trying to unwrap it quiet, but taking forever. My husband was just doing the same thing. Y'all hear that crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. You wasn't unwrapping a snack.
That's behind the mic. Anybody heard that?
I can hear it. It's distracting, but to the host. But anyway, y'all, so yeah, I got a good manicure. She did a really good job, and my nails feel so thin though, and so that's why I just feel like it's necessary to do that every once in a while. Because I think I was saying the reason why I get the dip polish anyway is just because it lasts longer. Because when you just get regular nail polish, it chips so quick, so you don't want that. But I'm not trying to do the acrylic nails and all that, so every once in a while I think it's a good idea just to let my nails breathe, because you don't want to be doing stuff to your natural, you know, beauty, your natural gifts, the things that you have, and doing stuff to enhance it and ruin it. And that's why I stopped getting the eyelash extensions, because I'm like, okay, I have pretty good eyelashes already and they look fine with mascara. The extensions, of course, are easier and less time consuming, but when I noticed that my lashes were thinning out, I'm like, okay, that's kind of stupid. I have decent lashes, so I stopped getting those. I just do the strips whenever I get a full face of makeup done, not when I do it myself even, because I don't know how to put on the strips. But anyway, I'm all over the place, and none of that is the reason why I jumped on. Y'all wondering what this box is I'm leaning on? This is our HelloFresh for our puppy baby, Lux. So Lux is a Maltipoo puppy, and he is 9 months old, and we were feeding him puppy kibble. It was a really good brand, Canaan Royal or Royal Canaan. It was recommended to us. It comes breed specific, but it's still a kibble. It's still processed, and we gave that to him in the very beginning because he was coming from a dry kibble where he was, and so we kind of wanted to slowly but surely get him into a more healthier, more natural food. And so when we decided to make that transition, we went with the farmer's dog. And I'd never used the farmer's dog before, but I did do some research, read some reviews, and it seemed to really be a good choice for him. They have the fresh and refrigerated and frozen dog foods at PetSmart, but this seemed to be, first of all, a little bit better quality than that and more convenient, because that's why I call it the HelloFresh for the pet, because you pick your meals online, which we found out that Lux doesn't like turkey, but you pick your meals online and it's delivered fresh to your door. But these are frozen, but it's still fresh food with real ingredients like chicken, turkey, beef. I mean, you can actually see the chunks of broccoli and turkey and carrots and peas in the food. I mean, it looks like something that you and I could eat, and we probably could because it's all natural. But anyway, I wanted to use it for a while before I got on here to talk about it or recommend it, even though I'm not a veterinarian, so do you. But when you go on their app, they ask you what breed dog you have, how old your dog is, how much your dog weighs, and based on that, they recommend a meal plan, and they recommend how much you should feed the dog, and then they give you a couple of choices where you can pick the flavors. And so we have found out that Lux does not really care for turkey. Now, he will eat the turkey when it's the last pack, because it comes like once a month or whatever, and it's, you know, portioned for whether you feed your dog once a day or twice a day or whatever. But he will eventually eat the turkey, but it will sit there for a while, and he has to realize, like, that's all I'm getting. So this time we didn't order the turkey, but I just wanted to show y'all. So this is the box. Like I said, very HelloFresh-ish. Like some foam, but this is already cold. You can feel it's cold. This is a little container with a lid that comes in for you to put like the leftover of each bag, you know, just to store it, because you do have to refrigerate it. And so for any of y'all who are like, ooh, I'm not putting dog food in the refrigerator, like, why not? First of all, it's natural, it's regular food, and it goes in the refrigerator before the dog is lipping and lapping in it, not after. So it's just regular food. So anyway, because I know people be picky like that and trying to go make a TikTok like, what happens if you go to your friend's house and see dog food in the refrigerator? just go ahead and grab the almond milk and keep it moving. It's just in the refrigerator. So anyway, everything what I like about this too is personalized. So this says Lux's feeding guide. So they put his name on everything. Like I get the email, Lux's meals are on the way and all that. Just really cute. And so it says Lux's shipment. This box contains 28 days worth of Lux's beef, chicken, and pork recipes. Store your packs in the freezer and transfer them to the fridge to thaw the day before you'll need them. And then it just goes on and just gives you some more instructions and information about the food. And then this is just a warning to not touch the ice packs, because you know they will. And it's funny, it's ice, but it will burn your fingerprints off. So you want to be careful. But yes, it is very nicely packed, and this is how they come. So this says on here, Lux's beef recipe. And so it almost looks like a beef stew. Can y'all see that coming off of there? It's cold, cold. Like cold. What would you call that, babe? That's not smoke. What's it called when it's cold?
Hmm?
Is that still called smoke? What's it called?
Freezer something. Freezer smoke.
We said the same thing. I should be like the little boy on what's the movie, A Christmas Story, and put my tongue on that, but I ain't doing that. But anyway, so you can see it just looks like, you know, a frozen beef stew or whatever, and it comes in these packs. And like this one or whatever, when we decide to start with tomorrow, because he's already eaten today, which it was right on time because we finished his last pack today and this was delivered today. And they say that I should give him a quarter of the bag each feeding for feeding once a day, or a half of a quarter, whatever that would be, each time if I'm going to feed him twice a day. I give him a little bit more because it just doesn't look like a lot, and I got a little baby dog. But it still works out. I end up having enough. But anyway, so this is how it looks, and they are frozen. So this is the beef. We got another beef. Then we have the chicken. The chicken seems like it's packed. Another chicken. My hands are freezing, y'all. This stuff is cold. Another chicken. And here's the ice. I'm going to put that in the sink. And then another beef, which is his favorite. So we got plenty of beef. And then two. When I tell y'all my hands, they ain't playing about this stuff coming cold. And so I'm only going to show y'all one of these, but we got two porks. And they all say Lux's pork recipe, Lux's chicken recipe. So I thought it was really cool. This is not by any means a sponsored video, but the Farmer's Dog, y'all can feel free to sponsor your girl. I'll start saying that stuff more often because, you know, you have not because you ask not. A closed mouth don't get fed. So I am a customer of the product, though. This is not a sponsored video, but I do recommend it because this is Lux's third shipment, and except for us figuring out that he's finicky about the turkey, it has been great. Like, he is tearing his food up. He is thrusting and thriving. He is gaining about a ½ pound a week right now, but he's a little baby dog, so he's not going to get much bigger, but he is sustaining and doing well. So if you're looking for a healthier alternative for your pet than the dry kibble and processed food, I would definitely recommend it. This is a month's worth of food, and it's about $100, but they do have like a beginning sampler pack. If I can find some kind of link or whatever to give y'all a discount, they probably have like a sign up a friend thing. I'll put it in the description box below. But yeah, we've been really happy. It's very easy to portion out, and Lux loves it. So I just wanted to show y'all that. And now we are getting ready to cook up some dinner. We are doing one of our Hello Fresh meals today. We decided to do the sweet chili pork bowls, but I'm not going to record that today. We really ain't ready to be recording to cook with me, but we will definitely, before the end of this vlog, record us cooking one of our HelloFresh meals. But anyway, I'm starving, y'all. Bye. All right, y'all. So I know I promised that we were going to do a cook with us video today, but let me tell you, your girl was starving. And when I do a cook with us or a cook with me video, you know, I like to have it all cute and put the little ingredients in their separate little bowls, because I don't know if y'all know this, but for us vloggers and YouTubers or creatives that record that kind of stuff, that ain't really how we cook all the time. Like, that's just for y'all. You do know that, because if y'all aren't watching, we just pouring from the packs. But I didn't have time to set that up because I was starving. We had a 3 o'clock meeting today, and we had an acai bowl like I told y'all this morning, but that's all we had. And then the meeting was kind of late, and so, you know, too late to really have dinner before. But anyway, your girl was starving. And this is what happened at the meeting. When we had the meeting, I wasn't exactly sure where it was. Like, I had an address, but I didn't know if we were going to an office, a restaurant, whatever. But I told Wallace, I said, I hope wherever they're going, they have snacks because I'm hungry. And normally I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't need anything. But today I was going to be like, yeah, what you got? So we get there, and it's actually this cute little coffee shop that we had never been to on Magnolia in Fort Worth. What was it called, babe? Avaco or Avico, I don't know, but I'll put the link for it. Yeah, because it was really cute. And of course, it was kind of set up like a Starbucks where they did have the snacks, but the gentleman that we were meeting with, he was the one who called the meeting, interested in hiring ISALT, Institute for Success and Leadership Training, to do some career development training and whatever for his company. And so he called the meeting, so he was like, hey, let's order some coffee or whatever, it's on me. So, you know, I'm trying to be all polite like it's a first date, so I don't get my snack. I just got some coffee. So I was starving still when we got home, which is why we didn't do the cook with me, because I wanted to be able to pour from the packs. But everything looks good. We did the crusted chicken parm today. So that's what that's looking like, the chicken parm in there. And the carrots. And then I let Wallace pick what we were eating today. So, of course, he picked the meal that took the most time because this was like a 40-minute one. And that's the couscous. And so I'm getting ready to plate this on some paper plates. And I'll let y'all know tomorrow how it tasted. But that's what we have. All right, y'all. Here's how it looks plated on a paper plate. And it's so cute. It still look good on a paper plate. Don't judge me. But, yeah, we don't eat on them fancy plates every day, too. I ain't lying. But that's how it looks, so I'll let y'all know tomorrow how it tastes. But that's the Parmesan encrusted chicken cutlet, the couscous with garlic and scallions, and the roasted carrots. All right, y'all, so I told you Smoothie King wasn't going to be getting my $20 every morning for 2 acai bowls. So I checked on the good YouTube, watched a couple of tutorials and recipe videos, and made myself, my son, and my husband an acai bowl. My son and I, we have some shaved coconut on ours, but Wallace doesn't like shaved coconut, but I'll let y'all know how it tastes. But it wasn't too hard to make, and the ingredients weren't super expensive, and we probably have enough to make about 10 bowls or more. So, and I think all together maybe I spent $40, if that. So, yeah, y'all. Hey y'all, so it is Friday afternoon, not morning. I know I'm in my robe, but I am like semi-dressed. So I worked out upstairs today and I put on my shorts, and it is freezing in our house. And so I did have on like my little black workout cardigan with the, I don't even know, I guess they're like hand warmers, the ones with the thumb holes in it, but it only comes to here, and your girl's legs were freezing, so yeah. I just threw on my Skims robe, but I am prepping for our evening out. My friend Jody invited us to Bass Hall this evening for a VIP experience and a concert. It is Air Supply and Christopher Cross, I believe, so 2 old school groups. But yeah, we're going to the VIP reception, you know, and all that jazz, valet parking. So shout out to Jody. Thank you for thinking of us. But I'm not going to do a get ready with me per se, but I need to end this vlog first of all. It's so funny when your vlogs span a week. It's like, now what did we do? Where were we last? What's going on? I need to start another vlog. I uploaded a content video, so hopefully you've already seen that. Yesterday, and it was just kind of talking about all of the journals and the organizational planners and things that I use just to keep myself inspired and organized and all of that. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, I haven't even finished the vlog yet. So I wanted to jump on, chat with y'all a little bit while I iron my clothes. I'm going super casual, and I kind of dress for events like this, especially concerts, based on who I'm going to go see, if that makes sense. Like, These are more like rock and roll type, you know, whatever. So I'm not going rocked out, but it's like, yeah, I don't need to have on, you know, my little black dress or anything, but I am wearing all black. But this is from the Future Collective, the Gabriella Carifa Johnson line at Target. So this is just like a black linen shirt, and then the black like parachute pants. I have fallen in love with this outfit. I love to wear it when we travel or whatever, and I think it'll be good for a concert tonight. And my friend sent me the Know Before You Go list, and so it's one of those events where you need to bring a small bag. So I think I'm just going to do my LV monogram fanny pack, but kind of wear it as a crossbody, and then my LV like dad slides tonight. So real simple, real casual, and I'll show y'all an outfit of the evening when I'm all done, but we're not going to do a full get ready with me. And if you can notice, my hair is kind of done, even though I'm in workout clothes, and I have on just a splash of makeup, just some mascara and a little highlighter, because I had a Zoom meeting today. And it's so funny. I love Zoom. I love being an entrepreneur because you can pretty much get away with so much. So I worked out this morning, and I started cleaning up around the house, doing different things, and time got away from me. And the meeting was at 10 a.m. So I hurried up, did a little something to my hair, threw on some earrings, because y'all probably was wondering, why she got on them big hoops and a robe and workout clothes? But y'all, what does my shirt say? I don't even know what it says. Push through your limits, Reebok. But it was a Zoom call, so you could only see this much. And I threw on my black and gray striped blazer, threw on some earrings, and took my Zoom call. And no one was the wiser, because, you know, that's the thing now. You can wear your little graphic tee and a blazer, but I still had on the short shorts and my sneakers. So funny. So I've done a little bit of this and a little bit of that today. So now I'm just kind of trying to prep, because I've been really low energy today. And I've done a lot. It's been a productive day, but the past 2 days, I just have not been able to stop yawning. And ignore the background. Today is laundry day, and we've stripped bed. All the pillows are piled over here. Some other stuff, because the bedding is being washed and dried, whatever. So, yeah, I know it's a mess in the back, but it's a working process. We clean it up. Fridays, the sheets and the linens and all get clean. So anyway, just been having some low energy, and I feel pretty good, but it's just like I feel like I could fall asleep at any second, and it's not like a natural sleepy feeling, if that makes sense. It's like these uncontrollable yawns, and just, I don't know, like yesterday I literally fell asleep halfway standing up. Like I was just on my bed like this with my phone, looking at something, and then the next thing I know, I'm waking up. I was like this, leaned over my bed, because you can see my bed is really high, almost as high as this daggone ironing board. But I was leaned over and fell asleep for like 20 minutes. And so that's not the norm for me. I'm not a big nap person. I don't usually, you know, get sleepy like that. And again, it's not a natural sleepy. And I've been going to bed at a decent time at night. So I don't know what's going on. So I started taking my vitamins again, because I feel like that could be it. I do tend to be vitamin D deficient, which is crazy as much as I stay outside in the sun. But I had stopped taking all of my vitamins because I was trying to figure out which one had me feeling kind of nauseous on some days. So again, y'all, you know, I'm talking about just relearning your body as you get older. Stuff that never bothered me before bothers me now. So I never had an issue with vitamins before, taking vitamins or being deficient in anything. But the last time I felt like this, and I did go to the doctor because I just could not stay awake, could not keep any energy, and we found out it was a vitamin D deficiency. And that's been about 4 years ago now, and I had been taking the vitamin D pretty religiously. I was good with it, and I had felt good, so maybe that's it. I need to start taking it again. So today, I took everything. I took my elderberry, I took my C, I took my D, and I took the one for energy, because I don't like feeling like that. Like, I'm not a nap person, I'm not a low energy person, so that bothers me. So anyway, I took that, and I'm feeling a little bit better because I haven't yawned in a while, because those yawns, like, they almost hurt. They come out of nowhere, and they'll be like in rapid succession, just like yawning 5 times in a row, and I feel like my jaw is gonna lock. Like, it's weird. So I don't know if y'all ever felt like that, but I did. And speaking of all this health stuff, if you follow me on TikTok, you may have already seen this, and if you don't follow me on TikTok, could you please consider doing so at Stae Hall on TikTok. But I jumped on TikTok yesterday to talk smack on my husband. So, night before last, we had gotten some barbecue from one of the places. My husband loves barbecue, and he always, like, if I'm not cooking or whatever, because we were doing HelloFresh, and he's like, I just don't feel like doing HelloFresh tonight. You know, I want to call an audible, and, you know, let's do something else. So I'm like, okay, what? And he's always like, well, I haven't had barbecue in a while. I got a taste for barbecue. Not having barbecue in a while for him is like a week tops, but whatever, I let him make it, because, you know, everybody's perception of things like that is different. It's not like he said, I haven't had barbecue in months. He said in a while, so in a while for him is a week. But anyway, so I said, that's fine. You know, we can get barbecue. So we get barbecue from this place that we've gotten barbecue from a million times, but maybe an hour or so after we ate, he shows me where just a part of his lip, bottom lip, was swollen. And I'm like, what is that? And so he had, not too long ago, gone outside to watch the basketball game on the patio. And so he's like, well, I came in because there were a lot of mosquitoes out there, and they were really tearing me up, so I think I got bit by a mosquito. And I'm like, okay. We woke up yesterday morning, and his lip, whole bottom lip now, was swollen like 2.5 its normal size. And I'm like, babe, if that was a mosquito bite, it would not be big like that. And then he was saying it didn't itch or anything either. So I'm like, you must have gotten bit by some other kind of insect, a spider, something. We probably need to go to the hospital. He's like, no, because the night before, when it first swole, he took his regular little allergy medicine. He likes Waldrill, so it's like the Walgreen brand of Benadryl. So he had taken one of those, but then woke up and it was so swollen. So I'm like, babe, we need to go to the hospital. He's like, no, let's just get some regular Benadryl. And so I'm like, okay, so I don't want him going out because, I don't know, we don't know what's going on. And so I run and go get the, yeah, I'm talking about you. What?
I'm just coming by checking, make sure everything's all right.
Yeah, everything is fine. He just stops and looks at me. He helped me set the camera up. He's really doing good with that. But anyway, Walgreens wasn't open yet. They didn't open till 7, and it was like 6:45, and we have a neighborhood Walmart not too far from us. So I'm like, okay, it makes more sense just to run to the neighborhood Walmart than to sit in the Walgreens parking lot and wait for them to open. So I go to the Walmart, get home. He takes the Benadryl, and in the meantime, I'm trying to research what this could be. And so, of course, you know, once you go down that rabbit hole, it ranges from it could be absolutely nothing to you're about to die in 5 minutes. So, you know how that is. So I saw some things that you could try besides taking Benadryl. So one of the things was to rinse your lips in...
Bless you.
Thank you. Excuse me, y'all. Was to rinse your lips in warm salt water. So we made the warm salt water concoction. He did that. And then the other thing was to make a turmeric paste for your lips made of turmeric and olive oil. So we make the turmeric paste. He rinses his lips in the salt water, put the turmeric paste on, and we go on about our day. Even though I'm feeling like this is crazy, we need to go to the hospital. But we, you know, go in our respective offices. We start working for the day. We didn't have any Zoom meetings or anything because he was looking crazy. But anyway, it starts to go down. Slowly but surely. Like, it took hours. But it starts to go down. And it really wasn't back to normal until this morning. But here's the kicker of why I'm telling y'all this. So I told y'all we got the barbecue. And his lips started to blow up a little bit after eating the barbecue. Now, I didn't even really think about the barbecue that night because we've had it a million times. And then he mentioned being outside and the mosquitoes and whatever. So that night, I didn't even think about it. But the next day, you know, once it's still swollen and we do all the things, he's like, you know what? He comes outside. I was sitting out on the patio in the back, and he comes outside and says, you know what? I was thinking about it. It may have been the spicy barbecue sauce that I got with the barbecue yesterday, because I've had the barbecue there a million times, but I've never tried that spicy barbecue sauce. So I'm like, you know what? You're right. It could be. So good. That's the culprit, possibly. We don't have to do that barbecue sauce again. And it was just a dip barbecue sauce. They don't put the sauce directly on the meat. Okay, cool. And your lip's going down, so let's just hope that's what it was and keep it moving. But then he says, so I'm going to go in. I'm getting kind of hungry because it was like 20 to 1. I'm getting kind of hungry. I want some lunch. So I'm going to warm up the leftover barbecue. I just won't put any of that sauce on there. Who does that? Your lip is still swollen. We really don't know why it was swollen. It may have been the spicy barbecue, but just because you've had that barbecue before, it doesn't mean that they're not using another seasoning now or something is different. Why would you risk that? And your lip is still swollen. Why would you risk it? Dude, we have other food in there. Like, we can make sandwiches. We can make some eggs and bacon. We can make some tuna salad. Like, you have a lot of options. And then he says, oh yeah, you're right. But it probably wasn't the barbecue. And that's the thing that gets me with Ben. Like, you had no idea what it was yesterday. We haven't been to anybody's doctor, nobody's hospital. But now you know, yeah, it was the barbecue. And it's not going to hurt me to eat the meat because it was the sauce. Like, that's a good idea. That's a possibility. But we really trying to risk that now. So yeah, I don't know. Is it just me, or is everybody's husband absolutely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Because he always does that kind of stuff for me, to me. Like, goes to, like, he's absolutely sure. Like, yeah, this is it. I have it figured out. No, dude, you ain't got nothing figured out. But anyway, so that's what we went through yesterday. And I was asking him today, I'm like, if your lip would have been swollen like this today, would you have gone to the concert? And he's like, probably not. Because it's funny, my friend came over yesterday afternoon, and his lip was still swollen. It wasn't as bad. But she came over to drop off, like, our parking pass for valet and the little wristbands we need and all that. And I could tell Wallace was kind of like, yeah, hey. But he was trying to keep that lip in. And then my son was walking around here yesterday and didn't even say anything. And I was like, did you not notice that swollen lip? And he's like, oh, I thought y'all was doing some kind of facial or some lip mask thing. He was like, because y'all always be doing that kind of stuff. And I'm like, so you thought Wallace was walking around with lip plumper lip mask on, and I wasn't doing anything? Like, it's not like his lips were just orange, because they were orange from the turmeric paste. But his bottom lip was like that. But kids, young people, young adults, because he's not a kid, but he's just like, oh, y'all ain't say nothing, so I thought everything was good. But yeah. So y'all notice too on this shirt, it is linen, so I am using a little bit of starch because it's cute and comfortable and as cool as linen is. We all know it wrinkles like crazy, so I use just a little starch. I am afraid to iron these, but I don't think, I mean, they're those noisy, like, nylon pants. Let me see, does it say anything about no iron? Because I washed them and hung them to dry. So it says machine wash cold, so it doesn't matter about wash. I got that right. Tumble dry low. Remove promptly. Warm iron if needed. So you know what I think I'm going to do. Oh, it has a linen thing, even though this isn't linen. It has a linen, so I'm going to switch it to linen, and then I'm just going to use mainly steam. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to jump on and chit chat with y'all for a sec while I kind of prep my outfit for this evening, because again, I've been a little low energy, so just in case I feel like I need a nap, because we're going to need to leave here at around 4:30, because we're invited, like I said, to the VIP reception, and that starts at 5. It's from 5 to 7:30. The concert's at 7:30. So just in case I felt like I needed a little nap or whatever, because I don't want to go there and be all wowsy woo woo. And I don't know, do y'all say wowsy, wowsy, woo woo? That's the same my sister and I say all the time. Like if you're feeling sick or feeling sleepy, feeling wowsy, wowsy, woo woo. But anyway, yeah. So just in case, I wanted to be prepped. So after I finish ironing, I'm going to go ahead and do my skincare to take off this little bit of makeup I do have so that I'll have a fresh face to reapply. And I'm not doing, y'all know me, I'm still not doing a whole lot of makeup anyway. But, and I don't know if I told y'all, but these pants are from that same line. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on, chat with y'all for a second. And I will try to give y'all a quick outfit of the evening when this is all put together. And so I will talk to y'all then. Okay, y'all, so as promised, here is the outfit of the evening. I just straightened my hair all the way out. I didn't do any type of curl or whatever. And then I have on my black linen top and the like parachute cargo pants. These things are so noisy, y'all, but they are super comfortable. Got on my little fanny pack bum bag, but kind of rocking it like a crossbody. I think I'm looking a little militant today. And then I have on, I can't remember what these LV sandals are called, but I call them the dad slides. But yeah, so real simple. Cartier love ring. Don't remember who this bangle is by. Maybe nobody, it might just be Amazon. My initial bracelet, and of course my gold JBW watch. And the scent of the evening is my Good Girl by Carolyn Herrera. I don't wear this very often. I don't know why, but yeah, that's what we're rocking tonight. So that's it. That's all. Headed down to Bass Hall for the concert, and I'm sure we are going to have a lot of fun. As y'all can tell, I'm talking really fast because we're running late, and it's all my husband's fault because I was taking my time getting ready thinking, well, I'll start rushing when he comes in to get ready because I know we won't have much time. No. It took him forever. I actually had to call him into the room. I don't know what he was doing. He said he was doing something on the computer. I think he was playing PlayStation, but I wasn't in there, so I don't know. But anyhow, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I love each and every one of you to bits and pieces. It is my joy to be able to chit and chat with y'all each and every time. And if you are new to the channel, thank you for tuning in, and please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can be a member of the Lifer Tribe. I promise you're gonna love it here. So guys, as always, love one another and be kind to one another, but never forget to live your life, LYFE. Love yourself first explicitly, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
I always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch. I'm always pouring out my heart, no little by little here.